What's up, everyone? John from How to Man here, on the road back from Scream Comes Home event, and return to the Scream House. It's a pretty awesome event that have lasted all weekend long. Not that tired, actually. I thought we would have partied a little harder. We did a bunch of reenactments there with darkroom developments and a bunch of cast. It was pretty awesome, but we were all pretty tired, I think, after that. But anyway, today's topic is going to be how to be an alpha male or a high value male. And the reason I want to do this video is because there's already a lot of videos on this topic. I just think a lot of them kind of steer people wrong in some areas, and we're going to go over a lot of that. But it's actually not as difficult as people think, and we're going to go over all that as well. But before I begin, I wanted to say, if you do like these videos, please subscribe. Please follow me on Facebook and Instagram, things like, and Patreon. All that stuff helps the channel grow and also gets you some inside information into what I'm doing. Also on Patreon, I am starting to post my scripts and all my research links and stuff. Check Patreon, and you can support the channel that way too, because YouTube ads, I don't even have YouTube ads on right now, and they don't really do anything anyway, so who cares? So the first thing I want to talk about is, well, one thing, it's really, don't be fake, okay? I know people say fake it till you make it, which that does work, so this is not about that, but it's about, don't try to be something that you're not. First of all, if you're doing that to get women, which is probably most of the reason people watch these kind of videos, how long do you think you can keep that up? I mean, if you're doing something fake, it's gonna find its way. They're gonna find out that that's not who you really are, and then you're just gonna blow it anyway. You basically just wasted your time. So pick up the traits that you can, or really you don't really pick up those traits. You probably have those traits. They're just dormant or they're atrophied because the way society tells males, to not be alpha and to step back, and there's a bunch of movements on the female side of things that are telling men to basically not be men anymore. Don't lead, step back, be a beta, things like that. So you probably have a lot of these alpha traits and you don't even know you have them. So you can work those muscles and bring those to the surface, and those are your real traits, but don't try to play off a fake trait, because it's going to be noticeable. People notice and it looks stupid. You just look like a dumbass, so don't do that. The next point I want to make is really what you need to do to be an alpha or high value male. Really high value male, I wanted to throw that in there because, again, you don't have to be an alpha male to be a high value male. High value just means when you talk about, and I'm talking mostly probably sexual market value right now, about mostly with women, but also with friends or with your work. A high value male is just someone who has certain traits of a man that people look for, and really that makes you a leader, and we're going to get into that. These are all traits of a leader, really. Those make you a high value person. And the way you do that is just to focus on yourself and be more selfish. People say, don't be selfish. You should be serving others all the time. That's what you'd only focus on. That's the only thing that has value. That's bullshit. If you never focus on yourself and grow yourself, how are you going to be any value to anybody else? So what you need to do is, first of all, just really stop caring what other people want out of you, what you should be doing, okay? And focus on what you like, what you want, and what you want to do for your own life. Focusing on yourself is going to bring that high value to the surface. It's going to make you a high value person, because leaders focus on themselves. They're strong, right? They're a rock. They're a rock, and they're a strong place. They're very dependable people because they've focused on themselves and they have that inner strength. And when you're always spending all your energy on everybody else, you're never going to build up any inner strength. You need to build up your confidence to handle situations. That leads right into, you need to get your validation from yourself. As soon as you stop worrying so much about doing everything for everybody else and focusing on your own goals and what you want to do, and not care if it's what society says you should be doing, then you can focus on yourself and bring that validation from inside. That's where your confidence is going to come from. When you're getting your validation from others, you're serving them, you're waiting to get approval from them for everything. And that's where, really with women hate that. They don't want you to care what they think. That's not confidence. Confidence, with women anyway, is that you don't give a crap. You're just you. If they like it, great. If they don't, go to the next guy. You're going to the next girl. You don't really care. That's self-confidence, and that comes from an internal validation, okay? You got to work on that over time. It's not going to come instantaneously. The way I did it is I basically, you in the beginning of your life, especially when you're in your 20s or something, you're going to need some external validation, okay? And this is why I would say that. I do have some of my validation because I'm testing myself against my peers, right? When I test myself against my peers and I come out on top or ahead, that gives me some confidence that A, I'm really good at this topic, subject, whatever it is. I'm awesome. I'm beating my peers. That means I must be pretty good at it. And the way I know that is either by test results or something like that, or a count. I'm getting 5 when they get 3 or whatever. If you're doing like archery or shooting or something, that's pretty easy. You get more bullseyes than the other guy, something like that. But also, it's with compliments. People say, wow, you look really good today, or I really like that shirt. It goes great with whatever. You get some kind of compliments, and you take those compliments and really take them in and stop second guessing yourself. Those compliments are legit, okay? Once you get enough of those things, like say you get a bunch of compliments on how you dress, that means you're a good dresser. That means you have good taste. And it probably means, because you're getting a lot of compliments, you might even have better taste than your peers. Or it doesn't matter if you do or not, you're good at that. So take that in and make that now internal validation that you know you have good taste. And you can have an internal confidence about that now because you've got all that feedback on it. Take that feedback in and stop rejecting it, okay? When you have low self-esteem, you say to yourself, I'm shit. So when I get compliments, they don't count because they can't be right. That can't be real compliments. Those must be wrong. But I'm saying don't do that, okay? Take those compliments in and be okay with taking those compliments in and internalize them, and then let that confidence come out. Because even if you get people negging that now in the future, oh wow, you look horrible, blah blah blah, they probably have an ulterior motive to say that because you dress well. People compliment you all the time. So just brush that off and keep that confidence, okay? Once you get that internal confidence built up, you don't need external validation anymore. That's when you can just do what you need to do and drop people that are that are negging you, drop them. If they're negative, drop them. They're trying to pull you down into the muck that you already crawled out of. You don't need that anymore. So get that internal confidence. It's going to help you a ton with women. It's going to attract women naturally, which I think we're going to get into. At work, it's going to show that you're a natural leader. People will start looking to you people need stability. People are looking for stability. They're looking anywhere. They're going to grab onto anything that's stable because they're not stable. Most people in today's society are completely unstable. And so if you're stable, they want you. They want that. That's valuable. That builds your value in their eyes. That's why they're going to look to you as higher value. People always look up the chain in the higher value of the social circles to find leadership and to look to someone to say, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing? That kind of rolls into another thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is I haven't had a lot of motivation to do certain things, things that I thought I liked, and that's fine. The big thing about being good at things, because I know some people, everything they do they have to be the best at, and they put so much energy into everything they do, and so they're always burnt out. And if they're kind of half-ass everything because they're putting so much energy into everything. Put your energy, be good at what you want to be good at. Find those things that you like I was saying, find yourself, find the kind of person that you want to be and start working on being that, and then put the energy into things that you want to be good at. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the things that society says you need to be good at. Like, you don't have to make a zillion dollars to have value. You have to make, how much money you need to make? As much money as makes you happy. Then stop. Get the success you want, and then stop. Do something else. That's completely fine. You don't have to run 10 businesses. And because I read Ari Gold's book, Rules to Rule By, which is a really good book, but it's too ambitious. It's too much about ambition is good, and if you don't have maximum ambition, you're bad. Have the amount of ambition you want to have. This whole video and the whole thing about being an alpha, high-value person is to do what you want to do. That's all you have to do is shut everybody else's opinions of you out or ideas of you out. I mean, listen to their ideas. Maybe they're good and you like them and you're going to do them. But disagree if you want to. Agree if you want to. Your life is your own life and you live it however you want. When you do that and you're confident in that, it's going to show. It's going to shine through. You're going to attract people. That's high value because that's leadership. It's a natural thing in our brains that just clicks. When we find people like that, it clicks in our brains. Girls will instantly want you. You can be dog ugly, and if you have confidence, you don't have to have money. You just have to have confidence that you have everything that you want to have. Enough money for you, the way you want to live your life. And as other people say in other videos, which I'll probably talk about, she can either enter that frame and enter your life or not. But you're not going to change it so that to attract her. Don't change yourself just to attract women. Change yourself because you want to change yourself. The lights, oh, it's still blinking. That's going to also, it's going to boost your happiness and make you really, really happy. And we're going to get into why that's important. But it's going to attract people into your life that are high value people because your value is high, which attracts other high value people. Girls can sniff out in 5 seconds how your value, right? The diamond in the rough, that's never going to work. You have to be a diamond in the cut, okay? People want a finished product, not a maybe product someday. If someone's willing to settle for a maybe product, that means they're not a high value person, right? You need to raise your value to attract higher value people. It's that simple. So focus on the things that you love and worry about your priorities of the things you love. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. It's more valuable than any currency. It's the only thing you can spend once and never get more of and never get it back, okay? You can get more money. You can triple your money. You can get more money. You can't get more time, and once you spend it, it's gone. So make sure you focus all that energy into things that you really like. I'm constantly reevaluating things that I'm doing, projects I'm doing. It drives my girlfriend bonkers, but I'm doing it all the time to make sure, because I'm not trying to be the best version of me. I don't care about that, because that's for other people. When people say that, that's an external validation thing. I want to spend my time as be as happy as I possibly can. I don't care if people around me are happy about it. I only care that I'm happy because I'm the only person that matters to me in my life. Doing that actually would create happiness in others. And we'll talk about that maybe in another video, I don't know. Which leads right into the next topic. Well, I've been talking about it, kind of around the bush about it, is the whole goal of life is to be happy. That's it. There is no other goal. That's the reason we're here, is to make your life as happy as possible. Make as much of the time that you're here in a positive, happy environment for yourself, okay? Happy emotions, good emotions, because I believe there are good and bad emotions. I don't want to have anxiety. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to have my heart broken. I don't want all those negative emotions as much as I can help it. I want to be happy, in love, having a great time, having no anxiety, if I can, all these things. These are my goals, to be as happy as possible. Everything I do focuses on that one goal in life, to be happy. That's it. That's all you have to do. All my projects are about that. Everything I do is about that. When I talk to people, when I'm dating girls, when I'm in a job, all I care about is this making me happy, or would I be happy with something else? Now, you should stick to things for a little while. Don't just jump, every 10 minutes. Stay in something for a while, because sometimes the happiness comes after a little while or after some work or something. So don't just bounce around constantly, but always be evaluating if you're happy or not and why, and fix that, okay? That's all you should care about. We kind of already talked about this bullet that I'm going to do off my script, but I'll just hit on it again, I guess, because it's pretty important. Again, this bringing this value in yourself up and this happiness in yourself up, people are going to notice. It's going to attract more high value people. Don't do it to attract high value people. If you do it for that reason, you're going to fail. It's going to be fake. Like I said in the beginning, do not be fake. Work on yourself because you want to be better and you want to be happy. But it's something you got to master for yourself. You can't do it for other people. You have to say, you know what? I don't like my life the way it is, or I really would like to be more happy. I'm going to find out what makes me happy, and I'm going to do those things. And I don't care if I'm with other people when I do it, or if I'm completely solo, if I have a girlfriend or don't. I don't care about that. As long as I'm happy, that's all I really care about. That's all you have to do. So, again, don't do it for other people. If you're fake, like I said in the beginning, now it makes a lot more sense, hopefully. If you're fake, it's going to fall apart because it's like work. You can only do work for so long. The only reason I go to work is because they're paying me, man. It's not because I love it, because then they wouldn't pay me, right? So you got to do this thing for yourself because you love it, or you're gonna quit. It's like working out. you got to love working out, or you're going to quit working out. You got to love eating healthy and what you're eating, or you're going to stop doing it. You can only do it for so long, you're going to wear yourself out. So if you're doing it for other people, you're going to wear yourself out, you're going to quit. You got to get to the point where you're doing it for yourself and only for yourself, and that will attract other people. That is going to help you get what you want. It's going to get into another point that's kind of a side topic, but all these qualities I'm talking about creates an aura of leadership, okay? So people are going to want to follow you. Your friends, girls, people at work, people are going to start looking to you, because when you have that kind of happiness and you have that steadfastness and you have that confidence, you become stability. You become stable. And that is one of the top qualities of a leader, okay, is stability. When shit is going wrong, you are just zen. Like, it doesn't faze you. Somebody dumped you, and yeah, it hurts and it's bad for a while, but you quickly just spring back. Wow, this is a very stable person. This is a very high-value person. I really want to look to this person for advice. I'm going to start talking to this person. They are leading. You're now leading. If people ask you for advice, you're now a leader. So you got to think, though, do you like being a leader? A lot of people don't. They just want to follow. They just want to sit on the sidelines. They just want to go to work, be the low person on the totem pole, punch their things. Maybe they're just a coder and they just like doing that, or they just do their thing, they love it, and never move up. That's totally fine. You just have to figure out what do you want to do? What's going to make you happy? Do you like leading people? Do you like giving advice? Do you like teaching? If yes, you probably would be a good leader. You should do that. You should pursue that. If not, don't do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. Remember, it's all about what you like. It doesn't matter if I think you should do it or not, or somebody else. That has nothing to do with it. It's all about what you want to do. So just think of that, because I know there's a lot about the only value is in leadership and all these things. No, it's not. That's just a different role, okay? Everybody has a role to play. They're all equal. You can still be a very high-value person and be a follower at work, and not be in management or any of those things, not own your own company and stuff, which is all the rage right now. You don't have to own your own company. You know what? You have to be happy. That's it. So you should, hopefully the people you attract are going to feel like happiness is the high-value thing everybody's chasing, right? That is the goal. In conclusion, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified when I make videos. I'd really appreciate that. Leave comments in the comment section if you've had your path. This is not just I'm telling you what to do and I don't want to hear anything. This is more of a discussion. Again, I like discussing these topics and how humans work and how we can be better humans, and how we can, wow, I figured this out about the way I work, and maybe you can glean something from it too. Put it in the comment section. Really appreciate that. Also, like the video if you liked it, and hopefully I'll see you on Instagram and Facebook and Patreon. If you become a patron, that would really help. There are some perks over there. Go check it out. All the links are in the video description. And I hopefully will see you next Friday on the next video. As always, stay frosty.